Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Taylor, co-owner of VeganProteins Online Coaching. And I don't think I've ever done a video before where I didn't have a very clear plan of exactly what it was I was going to do when I'm making a recipe. But right now I just have an idea in my head and I want to see if I can make it reality. So today I'm gonna see if we can do like an easy DIY, just add water, vegan, high protein mac and cheese. And the reason that I want to do this is because I am getting ready for the biggest bout of travel that I have for the entire year. Basically, I'm only going to be home 4 days in the next month. And the first stint of that is a 2-week-long trip. And not just any trip. We're traveling to Tampa, Florida for the Fit Fest, where the Vegan Strong Plant Built team, a team 𝐬𝐻𝐾𝐭 and myself founded back in 2013, is competing all together. We have about 30 athletes competing in powerlifting, CrossFit, strongman, and Olympic lifting. And I'm so excited about it. But if I recall correctly, it's basically like sun up to sundown work to pull this thing off. So I already know what I'm gonna do for breakfast. You guys already know what I'm gonna do for breakfast. But what am I gonna do for lunch? Most of our dinners are planned out with the team, but like I should not go like 12 hours without eating, especially while I'm working all day. So I figured a quick, just add hot water, mac and cheese would be a good fit. We're gonna try it. So if you're a vegan who's interested in leveling up your physique, getting stronger, building muscle, getting leaner, feeling better, be sure to hit subscribe because we put out new videos every week with things like tips, tricks, meal plans, recipes, and videos with the information that I wish I had when I started my fitness journey, so you don't have to struggle for so long like I did. Let's get into it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use both boxes, but I got two, mostly in case I screw up. I am going to boil 2 boxes, which is 8 servings of Banza pasta. And it says to cook it to desired firmness, 6 to 8 minutes. I'm definitely going to do 8 minutes. I might even err on wanting it just the teeniest bit overcooked, because if you know Banza, it tends to be a little bit chewier. It's got more of a bite than regular pasta, I think because it's made from chickpeas. So I'm gonna just start boiling these because that's gonna take the longest. We're gonna bring a large pot of water to a boil and we're going to heavily salt the water to get started. Dump both your boxes in and then I set a timer for 8 minutes and drain it. I let it cool a little bit before doing this part. So my air fryer, it's a combo oven, dehydrator, etc. It has 3 different kinds of like baskets or pans and I lined 2 of them with parchment paper so the pieces didn't fall through or stick. But this ended up being a lot more crowded than I expected it to be, so I really thought it was gonna take a long time. Once they're in there, I just kind of blot them with a paper towel to get them a little bit drier. And then I put them all in the oven, and this was actually a mistake. You'll see in a little bit, I shouldn't have loaded them up this way. And I'm gonna do 175 degrees, and I actually thought this was going to take 10 hours, guys. So I turned it on and headed to the gym.
1 eternity later.
So I just got home from the gym. It's been about 2.5 hours or so since I set this up, so I just want to check on it. And I think I probably overestimated how much time this is going to take, which is great. So I assumed this one would dry first because it's got the, you know, the holes in the bottom. And we need to feel no moisture. So any of them that are stuck together, I'm going to kind of break apart with my fingers. Oops, that one just shattered. Oh, the bottom even looked like it burnt a little bit. The bottom even kind of burnt a bit. So, oops, lesson learned. The heat when it's dehydrating is coming from the bottom. So now I'm just going through with my hands, checking for any moisture and breaking up the pieces that sort of stuck together. As you can see, the pan on the left, I mean, they got not burnt like inedible, but definitely a lot darker than I expected. I didn't expect them to get dark at all. I just wanted them to dehydrate, but luckily I used these really ugly ones for my first iteration of this recipe, which you'll see in a sec. Man, what a bummer about the bottom ones, huh? Wow, these actually feel totally dehydrated right now. 2.5 hours might have been perfect here. I might take some of these burnt ones and test rehydrating them. Let's see what happens if I try to add water and rehydrate some of these burnt ones. I'm curious. All right, so just as a tester, I'm gonna use these 𝐬𝐻𝐾𝐿s. It's about 2/3 of a cup, and here's my first mistake. I put it in this tiny little bowl. So you probably already see where this is going. I used equal parts pasta and water, 2/3 a cup of each, and microwaved it the first time for 2 minutes. It's still got a little bit of a bite to it. I would probably do a bigger bowl and add more water, because I'd rather have too much water and drain it off than not enough water. So let's try that. So since the first try completely boiled over, we're gonna put it in a bigger bowl and we're gonna add another 2/3 cup of water and microwave it for another 2 minutes. It didn't boil over this time, so that's good. Let's test one that isn't too burnt again. Are you too burnt? No, you're okay. Okay. I've still got a little bite to it, but I wonder if it's because it's burnt. But it's much, much closer. Maybe I need to test it on some of the not burnt stuff. But the more I test on, the less I have for my trip. Okay, now we gotta make our cheese powder. We're using some interesting ingredients to make this cheese powder here. So I'm using an oat milk powder, a vegan cheddar cheese powder, and flavacol, which is something that I have in my house to make popcorn taste like movie theater popcorn. This is largely like a butter flavor and chemicals, so this is completely optional, but most boxed mac and cheeses have something that's a kind of butter flavor in there, so I just use the tiniest bit of this. If you don't use this, use the same amount of salt instead, because this is all I used for salt. Our cheese powder is going to be 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 2 teaspoons of the oat milk powder, 1 teaspoon of the vegan cheddar cheese powder, 1 teaspoon of either tapioca starch or cornstarch. And then for our spices, we are going to use 1/16 of a teaspoon on everything here. We're going to use garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, mustard powder, and that flavacol I showed at the beginning, or if you're not using that, you could also use salt. And we are gonna mix that together. I like to use the back of my spoon to kind of crunch up those nutritional yeast flakes to make sure it's all uniform. Coming back to our absolutely hideous burnt pasta, I drained off about half the water, but you can still see there's plenty of water in there. And then I'm gonna mix that cheesy powder into it until there's no more dry bits left. And then for this first try, I popped it back in the microwave for 90 seconds. And even though it's atrocious because of the disgusting burnt pasta wheels, I'm actually pretty happy with the texture and look of the cheesy sauce on here. So let's try it. Wow. The flavor on that is really, really good. Let me try just the sauce. I don't think I need to mess with that recipe at all. The texture on the noodles isn't right. Okay, let's try this again with the non-burnt noodles and see if we can make it better. All right, giving this a go again. We are using 2/3 a cup of our non-burnt noodles, 1 1/3 cup of water in a large bowl, and I microwaved this for 4 minutes. While that was in the microwave, I made the cheese powder, and I made it exactly the same as the first time because I think I kind of nailed it right out of the gate, which I'm pretty happy about. I tried to measure for you guys how much water I poured off. You can see that was a disaster, but I'm gonna guess it was about 3/4 of a cup. And then I'm just gonna add that cheese powder in, mix it all up, and pop it back in the microwave for 90 seconds. That looks really good. I also think that if I let it cool a bit, it would probably thicken up even a little bit more. Oh, I mean, that looks delicious. That looks really, really good. So that's it. Don't burn the noodles. That makes a huge difference. Shocking. Rotate them regularly if you have something like mine. Maybe even put it lower than 175 degrees and cook it for longer. But wow, this one's good. I have one more I'm gonna try. Let's see how it comes out. Can't wait to have 𝐸𝐿 and we'll try that. All right, our final iteration here. We have 2/3 a cup of pasta, 1 1/3 cup of water. But here we're gonna get a little different and I'm going to add 1/4 cup of TVP. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of dehydrated kale flakes and a tablespoon of dehydrated mushrooms. Mix that all together and pop it in the microwave for 4 minutes. I got real nervous when I opened this. I thought it boiled over again and or sucked up all of the water, but once I stuck my spoon in here, I could see, oh no, there's lots of juice in there still, and my microwave didn't look like it spilled over, so I'm just gonna add the cheesy powder to that, mix it all up, and I know it's not quite as pretty as the other ones, but it's definitely got more nutritional value, more protein, and it's gonna be more filling. So let's pop that back in the microwave for another 90 seconds. Very good. Okay. I want to get a bite that looks like it's got a little of everything in it. Okay. That's very hot. We're going to give it a second.
A few moments later.
Okay. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. Damn. That is awesome. Let's get J.𝐿𝐵 to try it. He's the real tester because he has no emotional attachment to this, but also he kind of likes everything. So maybe he's not the best tester, but he's what I got. So he's what we're going with. I got him. I told you what I was making yesterday. Do you remember it all?
All that I know is you were filming, I heard my name, and I knew that it was time. That's all I knew. Something about like dehydrated mac and cheese travel thing.
Yeah, you remembered.
Right, so we're eating this before we travel, right?
First, wait, I didn't even plate the first one we made. What do you think of this one?
Oh, fine. Well, it looked burnt, so like, but it's a little, yeah. She's trying to test me to be, because I say everything's good. No,
see?
that was awful. Awful.
Oh, well, it wasn't.
I approve. What's next?
That one.
What's the difference here?
I don't have to tell you
yet.
yet.
All right. Nice. Big.
Okay, let's just, whoa, it's a shovel.
I mean, look at this. It looks delicious. Here. That's good. That's really, really good. What I like about it is you can tell that it's just not like chock full of calories, but it tastes absolutely delicious. I'm also wondering, is it high in protein? I'm hoping, assuming.
It is.
Maybe.
I mean, you bought the pasta, so you know what the pasta is.
Right, but what about the sauce and all that? What's in there?
So this one has, I think, 18 grams of protein per serving.
What?
Yeah, so that bowl is 18 grams of protein right there.
Right,
but what do you think of it? I want to know if you actually like it. Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
This one's been sitting out for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. You know what I think when I eat this? I think to myself, I'm having mac and cheese and I'm going to enjoy it and I'm not going to feel like crap afterwards because I had like a ginormous heavy meal and I want to just like sit down and be like, not to say that I don't like feeling like that, but if I don't want to feel like that and I want to feel like I ate something healthy that I enjoyed, I would have this. That's how I see it personally. And it tastes good. It's cheesy. And I'll tell you this.
His food descriptions kill me every time.
It's chalky. That's
It's
an inside
not.
joke.
All right, try this one.
See, this looks better to me because it's got all kinds of... Okay, I'll try my best to not...
That one's hotter. Oops, sorry.
I like when food's pretty hot. You have to warn me. You gonna burn the roof of my mouth over here? What's going on? I actually like that. Honestly, I want to say even better because that tastes more nourishing to me and I feel like I'm getting my veggies in without eating a bowl of veggies. This one's a little more dry. This one is a little more, it just tastes like something that I could eat a lot of, whereas this I might be like, oh, this is good, but it's getting a little dry. Oh, the other thing I was trying to say was you don't taste something and be like, oh, well, this is a protein thing that I bought from a supplement shop that's supposed to be food, but it really just tastes like a glorified
on both of them
shake.
or just one of them?
This one even less, but this one, honestly, I still wouldn't even say this is a high protein dish.
This bowl has 34 grams of protein.
What?
Yeah.
The thing with even more protein tastes even less like something that I would be like, oh, I'm eating this because it's
I just calculated it.
friendly.
I might be off by a gram or something here, but I want to say it's 400 calories.
It's ridiculous.
55 grams of carbs, 3.5 grams of fat, and 34 grams of protein.
That's literally like the picture perfect bro meal, but it doesn't look like a bro meal.
And it's delicious. It tastes like mac and cheese meets risotto. Yeah?
Yeah, I could see that. That's a pretty good description. Much better than my long-winded, overly worded description where you're like, what is this guy even saying? Mac and cheese meets risotto.
Okay, so this is the one. This is the one. I only have about 4 servings left because I screwed up all those nudes, but I'm going to make up 4 servings to take with me on my trip. And
I'm going to eat 4 of them.
We can eat these through the day.
I'll try to share with you.
Okay. Now with my meager 4 remaining servings, I'm gonna bag up the noodles, add the TVP, the kale, and the mushrooms directly to these little sandwich bags. And then I'm gonna separately make the cheese sauce powder here and put those in their own little baggies. And I'm just gonna tie those up in a knot and put each cheese powder inside of the bag with the noodles. And then I just twist those up, use like a bread tag or a twisty tie to close them, and they're gonna go right in my suitcase. And I already bring my big bowl with me everywhere I go. That's microwave safe, so that's how these are gonna be consumed on the road.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to another video. I hope you enjoyed that. I've never tested out recipes like that in a video before, but we came up with something really awesome at the end. So if you guys try it, please let me know. If you try it for travel, I want to know how it works out for you. And if you're a vegan who's looking for any kind of one-on-one coaching, if you're looking to lose some weight, build some muscle, get fitter, feel better, fill out an assessment below, and one of our coaches will get back to you within a business day. If you like the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, all the things I'm supposed to tell you to do at the end of a YouTube video, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.